Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with Coach Dunbar Snackbar in a huge game for the Army Black Knights. It is a rivalry game and we're going up against Air Force. So you got two rival military academies going off in this one here. Of course, my big rival is going to be Navy, which is going to be coming up here in just a few games. We are starting to hit the close of the 2012 season here, which is kind of crazy because this has gone by fast, and I'll be kind of interested to see what happens. I decide for a game like this, I gotta show up in my camo. Now, I don't know if I think I have told you this, guys. On snowy days, if you're playing as Army, just go with all camo. Nobody can see you. It is so frustrating when you're playing somebody online, which I haven't done yet because I still need to get my Xbox Live Gold subscription. I keep forgetting to do that, and I don't want to spend money on it here. But we're going to try and go with the same type of offense that I went with against Ball State. Now, I did lose my last game, so this is a big game for me that I want to go ahead and win here. So, Steelman back in the pocket. You're going to be starting the game off with a pass. Goes incomplete, though. Not cool. All right, so let's just go with the game plan that I've been running. Maples getting the first down, so there we go. Now, Air Force is kind of in the same position that I am, where they are not the highest ranked school when you take a look at attributes and things like that. So I'm going to see if I can exploit that here as best as I can. Fullback, Dixon, not able to pick up too much right there either. So I'm hoping that just going with some power running here will help me out, mixed in with the occasional pass, just to kind of throw the computer off here. Only able to pick up 4 right there. So 4th and 3 means we have to go ahead and punt. So from the passing game, I've been relying on this play quite a bit. I get about 5-6 yards every single time. So when you take a look at consistency and things like that, it is a great play to go with. Great block right there that allows Maples to get almost to Air Force's 45-yard line. I think he'll fall out of bounds at the 46 or 47. But still, great pickup right there for us here. Jeez, he totally just shoved him. That was awesome. Oh, man. All right, so offense working all right so far. It does take a lot of time off the clock. You can see we are already in the second quarter. Maples breaking one tackle, but not able to get too much after that, though. And it's really nice having Maples back because I had to go 4 weeks without him. Now, don't get me wrong. My backup halfback, still pretty good, which gets me excited here if I lose Maples, because I can't remember if he's a senior this year. Same thing with Steelman. I think that they are both seniors. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I am down by 14 points now. We're about ready to hit the second half here. So I got to get on the board here. I have to get on the board. Otherwise, I'm going to get down 21 points like I did against Ball State, and I'm in trouble. Now, I made a huge change. I'm going to go with my original strategy here for an offense. Look at that, wide open. Stevens makes the catch at around the 14-yard line. But, yes, I did change the game plan. It was not working. So as you're playing any kind of sports game, you got to go in with some kind of game plan. Now, I'm not saying that you sit there at a whiteboard and you plan your plays and things like that, but you have to know what your team is good at and how you're going to implement it against another team. And you kind of find that out by doing it too. But you also have to be able to adapt, and that really is what makes the best coaches you're going to find in any sport, is those who are able to adapt. It's kind of like the military campaigns of, gosh, all time. You have a plan. As soon as the first shot's fired, that plan just goes right out the window. And the best military planners are the ones who can adapt. So it's the same thing here true with sports. And hopefully this adaptation that I'm making here to my game plan is going to allow us to come away with the win, because really running the ball was not doing it well. It was not doing it for us here at all. We had a lot of drives that I think had some potential, but they weren't able to pick up enough steam here. Now this one, though, after I make the change, it works. I get a touchdown right here, so it's 14-7, and hopefully my defense will be able to stop Air Force from getting another touchdown or more points here before we head into the half. Luckily they do. We've got about 45 seconds left in the game. Tucker, though, great catch. Picks up a few yards after that as well. So I want to see if I can get in position here to go ahead and kick a field goal. or at least score another touchdown here. Stevens once again making the catch. I really got to give a lot of props to my wide receivers. It's one of the things that has been a very pleasant surprise for me here playing as Army. Is to have the kind of wide receivers that I do. Running out of the pocket was not a good call. I end up losing 2 right there. 2nd and 12. I've got to pass here. The slants have been working. I didn't mean to do that one either. I hit A because I was going to hike it, and it didn't hike right away, so I pressed it again and apparently threw it. 4 verticals play right here. I get hit. Man, Air Force's defensive line and linebackers have been doing a great job this game, but we have to go ahead and kick the field goal here. With only 1 second left in the half, we make it 14-10, and that's how we're going to have to go into the locker room here, down by 4 points. Now, that's a quick score for Air Force. I think we actually fumbled it on the kickoff, and they picked it up and scored a touchdown on it, because if I recall correctly, I kicked at the beginning of the game, but yet they still scored. So pretty embarrassing here for us to be able to start things off with. At least that's how I remember it. I'm not going to go back and rewind it because that means I have to go ahead and start over, and if I'm this far into a commentary, I'm not stopping unless I do something absolutely ridiculous. Say something that I shouldn't. All right, but anyway, down by 11 here. The fact that making the change had worked, I'm going to go ahead and keep going with it here. Allen, one of my favorite wide receivers for us here, picks up 7. All right. Slants has been working really, really well. I don't know why, but Air Force has had a hard time just being able to defend it. And yes, that was a weird freeze. And a weird replay because of it, too. I don't like injuries. I hate seeing my guys down because especially when you're a 1-star team, everybody that you have in here, there's usually a pretty big gap between your 1st and 2nd stringers. Ah, sweet spin. Watch this again. I love plays like this. Whoop. Got the block on there right in time, too. If that blocker wasn't there, probably would have gotten tackled, and it would have been something that had gone from really cool to really embarrassing. Why is my Xbox freezing a lot right now? It's getting a lot of hiccups, actually, lately. I wonder if it's dying. I hope not. I don't know what I would do if it was dying. Probably not make commentaries for a while, that's for sure. All right, 3rd and 13 for us here. We have to convert on this one. Because, yeah, I came back against 14 points against Eastern Michigan, but I had more time than this. And what a stupid throw. 4 verticals has not worked for me at all this year, which is kind of depressing because that was my go-to play for the last 2 years. Now it looks like slants has become my play. The one I need to go to here at any moment will help me pick up yards. Granted, I'm not going to pick up as many as I did with 4 verticals. Oh, well. All right. So 24-10, we are down by 14 points here. And throwing it deep, I was hoping I'd be able to catch that one for a lot of yards like I had earlier because, gosh, that one play that I threw, I haven't had a pass like that here with Army in a while. Tucker making the catch, getting the 1st down here. Got a less than a minute here in the 3rd quarter, still down by 14. Now, I still got a chance to be able to come back because 14 points is definitely doable in this game with 1 quarter, and so lucky that one was not caught. Air Force has done a great job in this game, especially from a defensive standpoint, being able to stop me. It's kind of like with Ball State. I think these guys have figured out exactly what they need to do to stop me. Steelman running and picking up some yards right here, making it 3rd and 2 for us. So I haven't been running the ball too much with the quarterback here. With Coach Dunbar Snackbar, and I got to be careful about it because I know what happens if you run the ball with your quarterback too much. He's going to be injured. And with him being the captain of your team and usually one of your best players, that's one of the last guys you want to go down injured. But I love the way that the slants are working against Air Force because I think more than any other team that I've gone up against, I've been able to get more yards. So another catch right there, another 1st down, getting closer to the end zone. We're in the 4th quarter. Things are getting pretty tense. You got to hold on to that one, man. I get it there for you. I'm kind of hesitant to go with this play. Yep, that was probably why. I was actually thinking interception, though, because of what had happened in the last game where the computer's like, hey, this is set up. You can go with this. And I do. And it ends up being terrible. Every single time I run a play that's supposed to be set up, should have stayed in the pocket right there. 4th and 26. We're going to have to kick a field goal here. But
there's a flag on the field.
Goes offside. False start. I mean, so we go 5 yards back. 4th and 31 now. So we're supposed to go for it, I guess, because that's going to work. I get hit as I throw. My offensive line for that drive, where were you the last 3 plays? Pretty frustrating. But I got to remember, I don't have the best offensive line. Since I'm a military academy, I'm not going to have the biggest guys on the line here. But then again, I'm going up against a team who also has the same problem. So it should negate itself out here. Anyway, Allen making the catch, getting the first down here. I did throw it high. He had a jump, and that's always something that's pretty dangerous because your wide receiver, if he gets hit while he's jumping, has a higher chance of being injured. Allen, once again, catching it. It's his consistency that makes me like him so much. The fact that I can throw his way, and most of the time, he'll catch it. Right, getting 5 yards on this one here. So trying to go through this pretty quick since we're still down by 14 points. And like I said, this is definitely doable. I could come back in this one here. So 1st and goal after that catch. Man, it's working well. We're going to try and run to the outside here. See if we can get the touchdown. Maples hitting the pylon and getting into the end zone here. So 17 points on the board now here for Army. We are going to do it, guys. I have a feeling we're going to come back here in this one against a rival. And that would just be awesome if we can come back. Because that would be 2 games so far in the year. I've been able to come back here with a win. That's awesome. All right, so 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game here. We're looking at a catch. Go out of bounds, 2nd and inches here at about the 48-yard line here. Maples, I'm loving this. We are working on all cylinders right now here in the 4th quarter. This has been the best quarter that we've had so far this game. And it's not done yet. If we keep this momentum going, and you guys know I talk about momentum quite a bit and how important it is for reasons like this. Allen was the best guy to go with here because they were stacked on the right side. So I had to go ahead and take a look left first. Luckily, he was open. And luckily, Maples can advance the ball here a little bit more as well on the ground. So putting us in a position to tie the game up here with over 2 minutes left here. I'm sorry, right at 2 minutes here. Now less, of course. Dixon not making it across the line, 3rd and 3. This is going to be a huge play for us. I'm going to go ahead and try and run to the outside here. Brown into the end zone, tying the game up at 24. So the Army defense stopping them here for most of the game. Let's see if they can stop them yet again and make it. So that way I have the chance to go into overtime here. Not only do they do that, they actually exceed my expectations here, though, because I've got a minute left, and all I have to do is get into field goal range. 2nd and 2, going with the passing play. Allen getting the catch here, moving us forward. I do have 2 timeouts. Got to save 1 to stop the clock. So you'll be seeing me. Actually, you may not be seeing me. I'll cut it out here. Going with the hurry-up offense. Look at that, 25 and 34. What a great day for Trent Steelman at 308 yards. Plus some after this catch. So we passed the 35-yard line. That's basically field goal range here for most kickers. Now for a 1-star team, maybe not so much, so I'm still going to be working here to try to get as many yards as I can. Who knows, maybe I can get a touchdown here for us, but 24 seconds here. What is this flag? It's encroachment. Yes, I totally thought it was going to be a false start. I'd lose 5 yards. I might be in trouble at that point here. So that gives us 5 free yards. We're definitely in field goal range right now. Maples helping us out here, getting across that 1st down marker here. So I got at least 6 or 7 yards on this one here. 10 seconds. Throwing it to the outside of Maples here. Got some extra yards here too. We have got this one in the bag. 3, 2, timeout. The kick. And it is good, so we come away with a 27-24 win over Air Force. Like I said, our rivals, what a great game this was. Of all the comebacks that I've had so far, this has got to be the best, and it ends up going in the ESPN Classic #1. So glad you guys got to witness this here. Great, great game. hopefully we have more like these just throughout the entire season. I love it when it's close and it's a nail biter and I got to fight to come back. But anyway, you guys are awesome. More, of course, to come with Coach Dunbar Snack Bar here in a few days, so just be on the lookout for that. Subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already, and I'm on Facebook and Twitter, too, if you guys care. But anyway, again, thanks for watching, you guys, and as always, I hope you guys have a good one.